All right, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Mark back with another video. In this video, I will be doing Take Profit Trader review. If you're new to the channel, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. Also, click the notification bell so you can be the first to know once I upload videos on how you can make some daily cash. So let's jump into it. A lot of you guys like the My Funded Futures review, so we're gonna do a Take Profit Trader review. So this is the website. All right, everything is there. But we're gonna go over some of the pros and some of the cons, and from my point of view. So right here, you have a 50% off for life and a 50% off pro account resets. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is the only future prop firm that does allow you to reset your live account. Every other futures prop, you would have to literally start over from scratch. All right, take a whole nother evaluation. But here with Take Profit Trader, you're able to reset your pro account. All right, which is cool. Also, once again, 50% off. Click the link in the description and use this code if you would like to get a challenge with Take Profit Trader. All right, so let's move forward. All of the future funded prop challenges are one phase. All right, so here you come take the one step challenge. All right, and they have the whole layout right here for you. You choose what account size you want. Then you can prove that you could trade, which means stay within inside of their rules. Now we're gonna go over their rules on different account sizes in a minute, but you stay within inside of their rules. And they give you the live account for you to trade on, all right? And then you start making money, and then you can withdraw. So one thing that I noticed is that they tell you that you can withdraw in 1 day, but you have to be over the buffer, all right, and able to withdraw. So I will say some of their rules are misleading, all right, which we're gonna get into, and then after you withdraw they say you can move to a Pro Plus account, which also has some benefits. All right, where you get a 90-10 prop split. All right, 50 executions rule and stuff like that. So they do have certain rules inside of their challenge and inside of their live accounts that are not clear. So let's just keep going. All right. So one thing to keep in mind is you have to trade for 5 days, all right, before you're able to actually go live. Minimum days until your first withdrawal is 0 days. So once again, this is kind of misleading because you have to actually get over a buffer before you're able to withdraw. All right, you can't just withdraw as soon as you make some money. Withdrawal process is immediate. Contract limit size versus pro account size. All right, do have contract limit, so I don't know why this is not, this is saying no. Once you buy a challenge, it'll tell you how many contracts to use, what contracts not to go over, how many contracts not to go over, and stuff like that. So like I say, to me, this is kind of misleading because you say no to contract limits when you do have limits to your contract size. All right. Also, pro account resets, you get to up to 3 resets. A live account, like I said, with other prop firms, with other future prop firms, that I know of, you're not able to reset a live account. You have to go back to taking a challenge from the beginning. But to me, that's not so bad because it's only one phase, not like, Forex where you got to go through 2 phases and then get the live account. So if you do mess up the live account on a Forex account, you got to take 2 more phases again to get back to the live versus futures. All you gotta do is just take one challenge, one phase and get back to the live. All right. Um, so right here, fees for the pro account, one time $30 fee. All right, one time $130 fee. So if you not really if you don't really understand, futures, then you would not know what this means. So in order for you to get the live account, you have to pay $130, all right, on top of what you paid for the account. That's a con to me versus my fund. And I'm not trying to compare the two, but since my funded futures, my favorite, futures prop firm, I have to just put the light on that real quick and let you know, like, if you get a expert account, you don't have to pay anything. You just get the live account and then you just start trading. Versus here where you pay for the account, then you gotta pay another 130. It's up to you and what you like. So right here, live support 12 hours a day, which is cool, but who wouldn't want 24-hour support? You might be up 3 o'clock in the morning needing help with your account. And if they're closed, then you have to wait until they're back, available and online to help you with those situations and those problems. So they got right here, why take profit trader versus trading your own money. All right. And me personally, when it comes to futures, I do think it's better to start off with a funded account. All right, get your feet wet, get some, withdrawals under your belt, but definitely take some of those withdrawals and put into your own personal futures account. But prop firms definitely is the way to go starting out. All right, because you don't have to have that much capital. But with a live account, there are certain margins and stuff you have to have in order to trade the assets that you want to trade. All right, and that's for another video. But in futures, there are margin rules in order for you to trade, US 30, NASDAQ, XPX, gold, whatever you want to trade in futures, there are margin rules. Okay. So once again, they're telling you why right here you should go with them instead of trading your own capital. And then here, let's jump into the account sizes and what comes with account sizes. So as you see, 25K is the lowest account that you can get. $150 a month for a 25K. Okay. $170 for a 50K, 245 for a 75K account, $330 for a 100K account, and $360 for a 150K account. Now, I just want to say right here, all right, once again, not comparing the two, but when we take my funded futures and compare the prices to Take Profit Trader, my funded futures still got them beat. All right, because you get this 50K account less than 170, you can get a 100K account for 265, and then you can come get a 50K account for 365. All right. Now, the only thing that I would say is they do have a smaller account that you can test out, and they do have a medium-sized account, a 75K account. But this 75K account literally is almost the price of a 100K account with my funded futures. And you don't have to pay a fee to get your live account. You have to pay this amount, all right, for the account. Now, keep in mind, it says a month. So for anybody who don't know, once you pass the challenge, all right, there's no monthly fees. So it's only a monthly fee while you're in the challenge. Now, they do have a 50% discount where you can go in here and get the account for 50% off, but you'll still have to pay that $130 fee for the live account. All right. Now, let's look at one of the most important things a trader should look at when it comes to getting an account, all right, is the drawdown rules. That hinders a lot of traders from actually getting paid out is the drawdown rules. So here, daily loss limit and an end of day drawdown. So to me, that already sounds confusing, especially if you're just coming into the futures world and you don't understand what's the difference. Now, once again, not comparing them, but I have to just shed the light on my funded futures. My funded futures is an end of day drawdown, no confusion. So this daily loss limit is basically like a trailing loss limit. If you hit either or, your account is definitely going to be terminated. But the daily loss limit is a little bit steeper than the end of the day drawdowns. A 100K account, you basically have a $2,200 daily drawdown that you have to stay above, all right, in order to keep the account. Versus with my funded futures, you have a 2K drawdown on a 50K account. Okay. So this will be equivalent to trying to trade a 50K account with my funded futures versus having that extra drawdown of 3K on a 100K account. All right. So I personally don't really like the drawdown rules. I took a 50K account challenge with Take Profit Trader and I failed it because of the drawdown rule. Max position size is 12 contracts. All right. So remember in the beginning, it told you guys you don't have any position max, which here you see it does. 150K is like trading a 100K account with my funded futures, which is crazy. Which I honestly feel like if they take away the daily loss limit and take away that activation fee, they'll probably be number one in my book. Come down, you can see the platforms you can choose. I definitely prefer TraderVate over all of these, but you got TraderVate, NinjaTrader, TradingView, And then with the rhythmic, you got these down here. Tradeovate or Ninja Trader, definitely up to you. With Tradeovate, you can connect that with TradingView. I don't know if you can connect Ninja Trader with TradingView. I didn't see them on there. So now this is one of the things that also will kind of mess up a trader in a way. All right. So we went over some of these, but right here, as you can see, the drawdown on the challenge is end of day. And then once you get to your live account, it changed to intraday. All right. How do they want you to get used to a certain way of trading and then change it once you get live? I honestly don't feel like that has the best interest for the traders, but only for the company, because now if you go in there trading the same way you did as far as drawdown, all right, strategy, you can still trade the same stuff like that. So if your strategy don't have that much drawdown attached to it, then you should be good. But at the end of the day, this is a huge difference. End of day drawdown and intraday drawdown is a huge difference. Okay. Now, when you are inside of the challenge, okay, when you are inside of the challenge, you have the consistency rule. All right. So if you don't know what a consistency rule is, as you see right here, we require that you show consistency while in the test, aka challenge. All right. Your biggest trading day cannot be more than 50% of your total profit. You can read more about this here. So just to give you a quick little breakdown of that, if your biggest trading day is 4,500, your next trades cannot be 50% of 4,500. All right. So you just have to be careful because they will up your profit goal, profit target goal if you don't stay with the side of that rule. And they're not gonna breach your account or nothing like that, but you'll have to make more profit in order to balance that out. So why once again have that inside of the challenge, but once you get funded, that goes away. Okay. It's like right here, these two rules right here are meant for the traders to actually fail, in my opinion. If you have literally took a take profit trader challenge, passed it, got a payout, like I say, shout out to you. But all of these different changes to me is just not necessary. So the consistency rule is just something that I don't really agree with, because some days I might want to be riskier and some days I might just want to trade regular. So it's like I don't want to have a cap on how much I can make a day, because it could be a nice setup, and since you already made a certain amount, you got to go light on this day in order to pass the challenge. But once again, the good part about it is that it's not on the live accounts. Now, news, all right? Now, news, look at this. You cannot trade news on the live accounts, but you can trade it on the evaluation. So, news rule, all pro plus accounts must be out of all positions and have no open orders 1 minute before, during, or after major news events. All right. This does not apply for test accounts. You are free to trade through all news events. All right. So basically, if you're in the evaluation, you can trade news, but once you're live, you can't trade news. These rules just don't really add up to me. All right. It's not making sense. It's a lot of confusion. So if you're not paying attention to the rules, you could easily just waste money and blow account on this funded challenge. All right. So Take Profit Trader, they have some pros, but they have a lot of cons. All right. So scaling plan, there's no scaling plan. All right. But they basically should put yes right here if you have a consistency rule, because it's basically a scaling plan. One of the things that we skipped over was the buffer requirement. Like I said right here, on the pro account, but not on the pro plus account, you have to have that buffer requirements. It's basically your drawdown, all right, is going to be the buffer. So once you pass that buffer, all of that is basically profit. So you're able to withdraw what's above that buffer in order to keep the account active. To me, that's how I felt the challenge, because I didn't understand what was what. You have to come look at all of these rules instead of looking at the shiny things that they promote. All right. So like right here, day one payouts in your pro account. Yes, that's a great opportunity for traders. But if you're putting all these restrictions, all right, on the trader, it's going to be hard to even get a payout. So you got the testimonials at the bottom, and then of course the frequently asked questions. If you want to come down here and check out questions that you may have, um questions that you may have is definitely may be in the frequently asked questions, or you can email them and they'll email you back, or you can come down here, or you can come down here to the little live chat box. All right, and then they have their disclaimers at the bottom. Okay, so make sure that you read everything before buying a challenge, okay? Because at the end of the day, yes, these are great opportunities, but if your strategy and your trading style does not align with these companies, just don't waste your money, you know? Find the best company that fits you. That's pretty much that with Take Profit Trader. All right, if you like this type of content, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to click the notification bell. Other than that,